Bryant, Global CMO at Assembly, and we are here in Miami at the Possible 2026 conference. We're at the Assembly Content Cabana, and I am sitting with Stacy Minero, who is the EVP and Chief Marketing and Experience Officer at Outfront Media. Stacy has a rare vantage point. She's built creator and content businesses at Twitter and Epic Games, and now she's shaping the marketing story at one of the most visible IRL media companies in the country. Stacy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here. I love your cabana space.
Thank you, thank you. You know, we tried.
Yes.
All right, so you have been a strong voice for IRL media as a category. What does that framing unlock that out-of-home marketing doesn't own on, like, in and of itself?
Yeah, that's such a good question because this isn't just a rebrand of the out-of-home category.
Yeah.
We're reimagining what IRL media can be, the value that it drives, the impact that it delivers. And when we think about IRL media, it's bigger than billboards. It's digital, it's social, it's experiential. It's not something that you scroll past. It's unmissable media that stops people in their tracks.
Yes, yes, and IRL is so important now as more and more consumers are looking for those tangible experiences to really get out and touch and interact with people one-to-one and with brands.
Yes.
So I love that. So what are some of the top trends that you're seeing in IRL media right now?
It's interesting, we've been tracking this over the course of the last 6 to 9 months, and there's 3 trends that are top of mind for me.
Yeah.
One is destination media. So you think about in the 90s, early 2000s, it was all about appointment TV. Now we're seeing these destination media moments, something so compelling that people would travel to go see it. So Spotify celebrated their Spotify Wrapped moment with a Chapel Roan wrap in the Union Square subway station. And there were Easter eggs that were buried inside locks of hair that wrapped the station. I think you saw Netflix just promoted Apex with Charlize Theron climbing on top of a billboard.
So cool.
So these are can't miss moments that spark that social flywheel and that create not just awareness, but impact and memorability for that moment brands are creating. Trend 2 is breaking the board. So breaking the conventions of a billboard. So thinking about cutouts and textures and lighting to create that kind of show-stopping moment that sparks curiosity and drives conversation. And then the third trend we're seeing is interactive IRL, where we're unlocking the digital and interactive capabilities to develop something that's more immersive for consumers and commuters.
Got it. Very cool. I love all of this. Out of home is one of my most favorite media mediums. I love it so much, so I can't wait to see more of this out into the world.
Well, we're excited to give you a market ride if you ever want to take us up on it.
I would love
we'll
that.
show you all the ideas and the activations coming to life.
I would love that.
So it's a great time for creativity in this space, and we think of our assets and solutions as canvases, not just inventory. So we're really looking to partner with brands to bring big ideas to life.
Amazing. All right, so IRL media has become central to how brands show up in sports and other cultural moments, as you just mentioned. Where is that working best?
We have been investing in sports marketing over the last year. So we are a partner to the host committee for Super Bowl and now for FIFA World Cup. So you're going to see activations that are coming to life that go beyond the billboard. So we're activating fan zones in select cities. We're doing drone shows that bring brands to life in a really visual and dramatic way. We're also able to offer up stadium surround where we can build custom installations or experiences closer into the stadium so that you're reaching fans going into that event and coming out of it, and that you're relevant in the moments that matter to the fans and the people that want to connect with your brand.
I love that. I love that. So just in thinking about how to build more fandom for brands, trust is really important, and it's an integral part of that. So when you think about trust and influence and how those have become central to how marketers and consumers make decisions, where does IRL media fit into that conversation?
I think about IRL media as a force multiplier for everything else on the media plan. It's not bought in isolation. It doesn't operate in a silo. It complements everything else that you're investing in, whether that's TV or print or digital video or social creators. But having a physical presence in the real world where it's just a direct connection between the brand and consumers.
Yeah.
And you're showing up in the cities and the communities where people live, work, and gather.
Yeah.
Does so much to reinforce credibility and build trust for brands. So we're actually seeing a return to the medium because of that superpower of real world presence.
Right.
And what's so interesting is that so much growth in our business is coming from AI companies, and they're using real life media to build their brand equity, prove their credibility, and connect with consumers and B2B decision makers.
That's so interesting.
Yes.
That's really interesting. And so my next question is actually about, we're in this agentic age.
Yes.
And with AI becoming more and more prolific, what role does IRL really play within that? So it's really interesting to hear that there are AI companies that are using IRL to promote what it is they have. That's cool.
So I think about IRL media as building trusted brands in an agentic world, but we're also using AI to optimize creative. So for example, we just onboarded a partner that can help with post-production and resizing.
Okay.
So it's always a balance. We believe in the power of human creativity, but we want AI tooling to unlock productivity.
Okay. It's also interesting. I want to have more conversation with you about this. This is so cool. All right, so just thinking about CMOs and planning for 2026 and beyond, what should they be thinking about relative to expanding their IRL investment?
Couple things, and I want to go back to the trends because I talked about destination media, is thinking about how you can create context in the moment and then shape culture through your experiences and activations. So one of the trends that we're seeing is breaking the board. So breaking the conventions of a traditional billboard. So using lighting and texture and cutouts to draw people in and create that social conversation that catalyzes interest in your brand. And then another one is interactive IRL. Okay. So thinking about not just the monologue, but the dialogue you can create with consumers through QR codes or live data feeds. And we're investing in real-time digital in a pretty big way. So you're going to see more opportunities surface that brands can take advantage of.
I love that. How does AR and VR play within this as well?
Yeah, good question. So when you think about the opportunity to scan a billboard or an experience, that can take you into something more immersive. So we are experimenting with some partners in that space. So we'll keep you posted on those updates.
I can't wait to see. I cannot wait to see. Thank you so much. This has been a great conversation, and thank you for your time.
Of course.